everybody, and welcome to Meg Squared, Zeb, and Jer. And today is Talk Shit Tuesdays, and I had a lot of ideas for who we could do and what we could do for Talk Shit Tuesdays for the very first real episode, because last week was like Introduce Yourself week. But this week we are doing, I came up with this one myself because everybody else, the girls, have like other ideas, but I really like this idea for myself because it kind of symbolizes who I am, and we're gonna get a little serious. We're gonna get a little serious today. It's all about like bullying and like sexuality and like stuff like that, because I think that it's really difficult when you first come out and things like that, like, or even when you just tell your first friend or something like that. It's very terrifying and like it's difficult, and I think that it shouldn't be. I mean, I think that like you shouldn't have to come out to your parents or whatever. You should love who you love. If you love a dude and you're a dude, good for you. If you love a dude and you're a girl, good for you. If you love a girl and you're a dude, good for you. And if you love a girl and you're a girl, great. Like, that's fine. That's perfectly fine in my opinion. And yes, there are people in the world that haven't realized yet, and they probably won't, that it's okay to like other people of the same gender, because I think that like with all religion and things, like I know myself that love is love, and you should love who you love, because why should it matter if you like somebody of the same gender? Like, what does that have to do with other people in the world? Because looking at another person with like looking at a person with a same gender couple it can, but it mostly won't influence your sexuality, because you are who you are, and you should love who you love, and not who God or the Bible or your parents tell you who to love. Yes, they're your parents. You should respect them. You should love them. But guess what? I also go against that a little bit, because they do, in a sense, control you, but they shouldn't control who you love. Like, they shouldn't tell you who to love. They shouldn't tell you what gender to love. They shouldn't tell you who you can and can't socialize with. No one should be able to tell you that. And that's another thing with like bullying and things like that. Like, when you first come out and everything, there's a lot of adversity when you do it, and it's really difficult, because when you first do come out, it's very scary. It's like, who's gonna say something about it? Who's gonna tell this person? Who's gonna like it? It's just all one big jumble of like scary. And I know that when I did it, I first said that I was bisexual, and I thought I was for a long time, but that's not really who I am. I mean, growing up, I got bullied a lot, and I was called gay by a lot of people, not girls mostly, because all of them were my friends, but mostly a lot of guys hated me or just didn't like me because they thought I was gay, and I never really like thought of it really all that much when I was younger. But like, when I got into middle school and when it started to come up more, I really did start to think about it. And I mean, I think personally you're born with it. I don't think that it's a choice to become gay or something. I think that you are born with it, and I think that like, I was born with it. I was a gaby. I was born a gaby. Ow! Okay, well, now that I've humiliated myself even more, we can, just see, there's a little happiness. I kind of I'm sitting on a really wobbly stool, and that happened. But I think that like, you're born with it. Like, I was born gay. I think people are born with it, and they were meant to be who they were, because why would, if the Bible kind of contradicts itself. I mean, I've never read one myself. I've never really picked one up, sat down on a Sunday morning and read one, but, you know, I think that it contradicts itself because it's saying that homosexuality is wrong. But if it's wrong, then why did your God create it? Because it doesn't make sense, really. Why would God create something if he didn't like it? Like, why? I think that the world works in mysterious and funny ways, and it does things in weird ways. And I think that homosexuality and sexuality in general is one of those weird, mysterious things, because it works in funny ways, and it just kind of throws everything in a big ball of confusion until you actually realize, am I straight? Am I bisexual? Am I pansexual? Am I asexual? Am I straight? Like, and I don't think that you really need to define yourself as one of them. I mean, I define myself as gay, but I think that, you know, like, if you really just grow up, like, not really defining yourself, just kind of living your life and not really worrying whether you like a girl or a boy, or, like, anything in between, like, I think that it shouldn't matter who you love, and you should love who you love, because that's all that matters in the world. I think love keeps the world spinning around. So, on that note, I will see you guys later, and I'm hoping to record next week. I might have to record some videos in advance because I'm going on vacation, and I might vlog, I don't know. So, you don't know what these next few Talk Shit Tuesday episodes will contain, and yeah, peace out.